Jumping in here to let you all know that my commissions are open, so if you want an angel kill illustration, now is your chance. We can dominate the world with these silly, stupid chibis. Now, let's get back into the video. So, this is going to be a weird one, okay? In a future video, I will mention to you all how I grew a slight obsession with the creepypastas. When I say future video, I mean like future video, okay? Which this obsession starts in 2017 and never really ends. So today I will be proving myself right because I am obsessed, guys. I will have to explain some stuff since, you know, there are new people here since then. But last year I made a video where I get freaky. And this is where this project is born, technically, but since then a lot has changed, so let's just go way back so that I can explain some things that I remember to you all. The year was 2023, when I didn't know the water usage of AI and how the AI characters negatively impacted the human brain and social skills, and I just like chatting with my favorite characters. So me getting really bored during a year where, well, everything was really bad for me and I was taking even worse decisions in my life, I decided to chat with Slenderman. But the entire thing was just so dumb. Like, man, it's impressive how even AI treat you like you're stupid, which, I mean, I guess if you are chatting with them, you know, there isn't much they can say to defend you, because I can't even defend myself back then. So I decided to just roll with it and bimbofied my persona and just started doing that, and it was really funny at the time. So I drew my bimbofied persona and left it at that, right? Until last year, I redrew them and I honestly don't remember why. I don't know why that video happened. Like, I remember things that were from 2023, but not from last year. It's crazy. But I drew them, right? And I drew a Slenderman with them, just being utterly shocked that a stupid bimbo doesn't care about him being an eldritch being. Well, I mean, more so because they're dumb, you know. But they just rolled with it, and, you know, I drew that stupid little drawing. But then after drawing that, Pinterest just showed me one picture which changed absolutely everything. For a while, during that, Pinterest kept recommending me like these deer outfits in the usual coquette style, which is cute, and I left it at that, right? But then after seeing this inspiration, you know, this thing right here, this inspiration which changed my entire life, I just started plotting an entire story around Bimbangel and Slenderman. Yes, by this one picture of a Merima Shepherd dog protecting sheep, which is funny because my grandma actually has one, which, poor dog, this place is way too hot. Every single time I see any type of furry dog in these tropical areas, I'm just sad for them, but that doesn't come to the case. But I never really thought of him, right? Like, I don't care much for dog breed in this case. I don't care for dog breeds, I just see dog, it's cute, whatever. This picture, it just changed my entire life. And so I kept plotting this story in the back of my head, right? Because I never actually drew anything for it. I just said that I would. Like, in my sketchbooks, I think that I actually drew a few things, but I didn't, like, make full illustrations conceptualizing these ideas I had in my head. And then October came around, and I was participating in October at the time. Like, there were prompts that would fit really well for the story, and I tried drawing them, but it just didn't turn out. So I drew it in my chibi style, right? Because when something doesn't turn out in my usual style, I try to draw it in another way, maybe to see if that is the issue. And everything just started coming together. And then I drew it in pixel art, and just boom, instant thing. The entire thing just clicked into place. The perfect way to show this story was if I made it into an RPG game with the usual pixel art style and whatnot. Like, it was perfect. Everything just came to me. The way that the game would play out, the way that the game would, really play out, the actual gameplay of the game. But, like, it's the thing, right? Pokemon Mystery Dungeon has been the biggest inspiration for me for my pixel art style, so it only made sense that it would also inspire story of mine completely and its game element. You know, it's just that everything made sense. But you know, another thing that you know is that I don't have the coding skills for that. I mean, at least not yet. Look, if a 12-year-old can learn how to make a game by themselves, I can too, right? Right. But the gaming part is another story for another day, for a future video. Right now, I have been conceptualizing the story and characters and the environment so that things make sense. Which, you know, I've been actually doing for another story as well, which is also a future video. Guys, I record a lot, I'm starting to realize. So the thing is, I want to make an art book, right? I am doing everything all at once, and maybe I'll turn this into an art book too of some sort. Let's see. That's a future video. You will understand that in that video. I have an entire Tumblr blog for this. Just straight up. Don't people say that like 2026 is the new 2016 or whatever? I'm pretty sure Tumblr was dead at that point, but let's just pretend for a second that it wasn't. So this Tumblr blog, I don't work. This Tumblr blog is called Those Dog Days, which is the name of this story that I'm plotting. The name holds two metaphors on them, which I won't explain. If you know why, you can tell me down below. I love it when people tell me the actual theories, okay? I love being like, yes! That's exactly it! You know? And well, on Tumblr, I actually explain things more, and the people there really like it too. The people really like this little thing that I'm plotting, you know, the creepypasta fandom there, which is somewhat decent-ish, maybe, you know, kind of, not really, sometimes, most of the times at least. Like, the artists there are crazy, like, absolutely insane, my god. But I just like posting things and keeping things organized, and, you know, the algorithm there is better than other places. I mean, the algorithm is really based on each person. I don't know. It's a complicated thing to explain. I'm not an algorithmic person, but I'm pretty sure that like each individual has an algorithm overall because they need to get recommended things that they are interested in. More so usually things that they can pay for and spend money on. But it's the usual stuff, right? That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about me being freaky. So, Slenderman is a tree. Like an actual tree that wanders around an eucalyptus forest that stays on the outskirts of Rainy River Town for 3 reasons. Also, I have a thing for just having forests on the edge of town. Just like with 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓪𝓴𝔂, there is just a forest there on the edge of town. And they're usually cursed. What's with me and cursed forests on the edge of town? I mean, I guess with me having this idea since forever, it only made sense that I would fall into the creepypasta fandom with the usual Slenderman being the owner of a forest on the outskirts of a random town, whatever and wherever and stuff. It only made sense that I would fall here. But, like, look, there are 3 reasons that I chose an eucalyptus forest specifically. First being that eucalyptus oil is actually great for headaches, which gives great contrast to the whole slender sickness thing, which causes insane headaches. I just like being a bit pretentious sometimes, okay? The second reason being that they are tall and slender, which works for Slenderman's camouflage. They're also easy to grow and easy to take care of, which is why a lot of people plant them for timber, which comes into place for this entire thing. So, he protects that forest from people who want to destroy his ecosystem, especially hunters who haven't learned their lesson yet. Like, the town has a legend of a demon taking children and wandering men. No one tries to cut down the trees anymore to get themselves some wood, for that specific reason. Yet these men who think they're all highty and mighty with a gun in their hands haven't learned anything yet and keep going back in. Like, my god. I also reworked some usual fandom concepts into this story, like the usual Slenderman being a tired dad trope and needing a coffee. Yeah, he's a tree and loves the pH of the coffee shells or beans on his soil. Coffee cicadas like that too, so that's an issue for him since they'll just suck his tree juice out and he's skinny enough as is. The reason why this all just like comes in is because I'm pretty sure that coffee cicadas, which are 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓪𝓴���, I think that's the name of them, they're more so in cicadas part of the tropical areas of the world. If you give him like the 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓪𝓴��� that I grew, which is 80% coffee and 20% bird poop, he will actually just stand in place for a while, absorbing the nutrients. If hunters had that idea, maybe things would end better for them. But like, it wouldn't because they dress like hunters, so I guess they don't have much to go for them. I don't think that they can deceive a tree. Now, Slender in this case isn't actually aggressive towards like everyone. He's just cautious of people because he's protecting his ecosystem. And I don't know if you've noticed, but people have a tendency to destroy things. Like, they go during like the driest time of the year. They go into the middle of a forest or a bush or anything, and they just are like, man, I should really smoke a cigarette right now and just throw it out in this bush right here, like the stub, without turning it off or anything, like not even stepping on it on concrete or anything. No, I will just throw it right into the dry ass grass right there. Very smart people. I'm surprised, honestly. So, here you saw me draw the usual brothers too, like these guys you saw in the back here, who have also had a reworked concept in my case, even though I'm not exactly sure whether they'll be part of the story or not. So to try and figure that out, I decided to see what they'd look like and what they'd act like if they did make it in. Offenderman, instead of his usual despicable concept, which I don't even know how someone even made that and thought that it was a good idea, but you know, sure, yes. I reworked him. I'm sorry, today I just cannot speak. I mean, when can I speak, right? That's the thing. I always say like, man, today I can't speak. I can never speak. Every single video, it's just me in an attempt of communication with you all. So, Offenderman is just a horny ass tree. Like horny in tree concepts. All he really does is produce fruit, and he wants his fruit to grow on the soil so that the elder tree colony will thrive again, since they're the only trees left. And he doesn't really like it when people eat his fruit because they'll just like spit the seed out on like, I don't know, the pavement, and then it won't grow. He doesn't like that. He just wants trees. Splenderman, who is actually a happy pasta or something like that, he just wants his leaves to this is so sad. He wants his leaves to grow again so that people have picnics beneath his shade because they were his favorite. Poor guy. And Trenderman, which was just a meme, I think, like a continuation of the man trope. He just wants to decorate the trees with plants like orchids and staghorn ferns and, you know, usual plants that grow on tree barks and whatnot. He also loves himself a good cotton string. He loves those colors. Cotton specifically. They all have very strong opinions on anything plastic, and people might die for that, okay? So in the back here you see me draw the eucalyptus forest. Their bark is all black to camouflage in the dark. I'm just very confused with how I just went along with this sentence. Let me rework that. You see me drawing the eucalyptus forest in which they live in here, right? In their design, their bark is very dark to camouflage in the dark, you know. Dark. Did I even say anything of that better? I have no idea. So their head is white, usually to be confused for the moon, since they're very tall. And if you look, down, up, you get it. Also, they are covered in shrooms, the black and red things on them that are part of their design. Those are mushrooms. Splendor and Trender being the youngest have less branches. Plus their age also shows through height difference, you know, like a tree. And Offender and Splendor are the only ones to still bloom, which is also why I don't know if they should be part of the story, since part of it is that Slender used to bloom but now doesn't because he is just a complete downer. There are more things which are part of the blog in itself, because I'm just going crazy over there, but I'll leave it at that. If you want to know more, you can just like scroll through that blog. I've been like finishing 7 drawings a day and whatnot. Like I even started drawing on my phone with how insane I am, because it's quicker and faster and it's just always in my hand, you know, because I'm fucking utterly insane and obsessed with being on my phone constantly, because I'm a digital ghost. But yeah. 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓪𝓴���'s part of the story is interesting though, since we see the story through them specifically. They're just actually stupid, which doesn't really help them socially, but does help them slenderly. They have a group of friends that they overdress with and hang out, each of them having a different profession, which helps in the story itself, like in the game. 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓪𝓴��� in this case is a sewist. As I mentioned before, I tend to give my characters traits that I know specifically about, since I can't really speak for things I don't know. Sure, I could investigate and whatnot, but what is really the chance that I'll give an accurate representation of the thing that I haven't lived through myself? I usually more so do this for heavier topics. But I guess in this case, like, professions aren't exactly one that you can... I mean, I'm sure that the human being could find ways to just absolutely, utterly make things horrible in that case, but, you know, I'm just very cautious on topics that I don't really know of. So, I have a sewing diploma that says that I know how to use a sewing machine and make patterns and whatnot, and I will use it, even if it's not the way people expect me to. So, 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓪𝓴��� and their little group of friends like hanging out and having photo shoots. I don't know how much more I can tell. No. In this case, they just hang out with Slenderman later on, because they think Slenderman is just some cute little animal that they can befriend. And Slender quickly realizes, you know, they hold no brain, no thread, right? So they just try and befriend Slender, and Slender starts using them as bait. A very nice friendship. At some point though, I want to make a video where me and 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓪𝓴��� fight each other to the death, and I start learning game making. So you can look forward to that, because, you know, obsessive angel kill means some crazy wild behavior coming in the next few days. Just like I commented on one of my videos a while back that I was completely obsessed with a game called Heartopia that came out at the beginning of the year. And that took over the entirety of my life for like 2 weeks, and I'm still playing the game, but at least now I have a new obsession to grow crazy over and just go wild about. So, you know, at least I can use this for videos. I want to make a zine, just randomly throwing that info out there, because one of my ideas was making an art book this year, but I don't really want to make an art book of this, I think. I don't know yet. But a zine would work really well, and it's easy to make, and I wouldn't go broke doing that, so yeah. You can see the finished result here of the drawings, and I hope you have a nice day and night. And I hope to see you next time, despite me being a little bit insane sometimes. Usually I'm just a normal insane, okay? I don't know. Let's just go crazy together. Like, stop pretending, okay? Just be wild, be free, and be cringe. I don't know, man.